Everyone for joining this panel. The panelists, we're going to go ahead and have them introduce themselves, starting with the moderator. Travis, are you mic'd up? Go ahead.
Good afternoon. This is always one of my favorite events every year, not because I get to moderate this panel, but because it's such a great one-stop opportunity for people to learn about not only things that are going on in St. Louis today, but if you attend this every year, you'll hear how the community or the ecosystem continues to evolve and grow. And so my job today is to ask these fine people some wonderful questions and let them just spout wisdom upon wisdom upon wisdom, all things that you can use to move your idea or your venture forward. My name is Travis Sheridan. I'm the president of the Venture Cafe Global Institute, which is an organization that helps set up venture cafes, not just here in St. Louis, which I had the opportunity to do, but now we set up venture cafes in a number of communities throughout the world. And so we are in St. Louis, Cambridge, Massachusetts, Miami, Florida, Rotterdam, Netherlands, and Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And this was the second one outside of Boston and Cambridge. And so I'm happy to be able to run that operation from here. We're going to start with some introductions. Matt, is there anything else that you need while you're still standing up here? Do I need to give you the mic anymore?
Let's do the introductions, and then I'll step back in briefly.
Okay, we're going to do introductions, and I'm going to turn the mic back over to Matt. So, Patty, do you want to start and go down this way? And then Matt will say a few more words.
Sure. My name's Patty Hagan, and I'm the president and director of T-Rex, which is a technology business incubator located in downtown St. Louis.
My name is Brian Dixon. I'm the COO of Capital Innovators. Capital Innovators can be considered a liaison for universities, corporations, and startups, where we do innovation consulting and build entrepreneurial-based programs for these organizations and really be that connective tissue for them. Most notably, we're known for our accelerator program, where we're very fortunate and humbled that just last week we were voted as one of the top accelerators in the country for the 4th year in a row. So we're very happy about that.
I'm Ginger Imster. I'm the Vice President for Innovation and Entrepreneurship for the St. Louis Economic Development Partnership.
I'm Phyllis Ellison. I'm the Director of Entrepreneur Services and Institutional and Corporate Partnerships for the Cortex Innovation Community.
Thank you all panelists. And I do want to thank our sponsors again for putting on this event and opening it up to the public for free. We encourage survey feedback, so Tom Smitterdahl is running around and he's got pages. Please fill them out and give us feedback on the panel. We do read these things religiously. And then there's also a place for you, if you're not a member of MBF, to check a box and take part in our raffle for a free MBF membership at the end of the day. So please take advantage of that. Out of so many options that are available these days in St. Louis region, the question is, where should I locate this my company? And I get asked that all the time. Is St. Louis a great place to start a company? I have been a serial entrepreneur and have started 8 companies, of which 5 were in St. Louis. And I do think St. Louis is a great place to start a company, just so everyone knows. And I like doing it here. So there's more than 15 incubators in the region. You're going to hear from a couple of them on the panel, and more are coming out every year. And so when the offerings goes from biotech to IT to fashion, it's hard to choose which one is appropriate for what your idea is. This panel today is going to try to clarify that dilemma of what's available in the region. So take it away, Travis.
All right, now we will talk to our panelists. My grandmother was a preschool teacher, and one of my favorite nursery rhymes growing up was the 3 Men in a Boat, and talking about the butcher, the baker, and the candlestick maker. And the reason I liked those 3 individuals is because each one of them brought something different to the table, right? The butcher was able to chop up meat, so he was able to take big concepts, put them into bite-sized pieces that were easy to digest, and protein is important for us to go forward. The baker is also very important because sometimes we work late into the night and we just need a carb burst to get through. And of course, the candlestick maker, without the illuminating light, we have no vision. And so when I think of our ecosystem, we have butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers here. All of you that are looking at building your business are probably putting teams together that have people that can take big ideas and make them into small, people that can help push you forward when times get slow, and people that are the visionaries. And the folks that are sitting to my right are butchers, bakers, and candlestick makers, and they are really good at consolidating those into opportunities, from programs to capital to space. And so we're going to use their brilliance and their backgrounds to help you understand a little bit more about what's going on in this ecosystem or this community and how you can really move your venture forward. And I thought we'd start with the idea of space, because that's what Matt led with, and I think that that's where a lot of people, when they want to finally move off of their kitchen table or stop getting frowned at or scowled at Starbucks for not ordering another $5 latte in order to use the free Wi-Fi, let's talk about space and the importance of density. And I'm not going to throw it to any one in particular. This is going to be 4 smart people that all have opinions and answers. So space and density. Why not just work out of your home? Why should you locate somewhere?
You want,
I think it
Do
should
it.
be.
we'd all love, yeah, go start,
Yeah,
Patty.
go,
Go start
Patty.
down there.
Okay. What?
Space. Why not at your kitchen table?
Why not at your kitchen table? Okay, so
knowledge. There are some folks that are really seeing that as one of the next areas for St. Louis to explore.
I would say you're a prime
almost out of time,
candidate.
so Brian, I'll let you wrap it up with this.
I would say you're a prime candidate for our program. We've invested in 2 food-based companies. Our last one was actually Susie's Doozies. It's a refrigerated cookie dough company, and our most recent cohort. And we have a lot of CPG experience in our mentor pool and a lot of supply chain and logistics experience as well that could be really valuable to you. So if you're interested in that, I would encourage you to go to capitalinnovators.com and apply for our program as well.
So I'm going to, yes, Ken. Yield Lab,
Yield Lab, yeah.
which is an ag tech accelerator, also does food tech. So before I wrap up, since the title of this is Putting Local Resources Together, Why St. Louis is a Great City to Start a Company, I need to give both Ginger and Patty a lot of props on the story that I'm about to tell. I was in Saudi Arabia for a conference about 4 weeks ago, and sitting across the table was this entrepreneur who I had never met. He had never met me. And we were talking, and the part of the conversation was, where's a great place to do business? And this guy raises his hand and he says, you know, I'm a part of this really great cohort. I'm from San Diego, but I moved to St. Louis. I'm in this place called T-Rex, and I'm a member of Arch Grants. And if you're going to do anything in the world, you need to look at what T-Rex does and what Arch Grants does. So when we're talking about what we do here and how our local community can get plugged in, just know that this roadmap is not just good for our local community. There are people all over the world looking to St. Louis because of things that people on this panel have done. So huge congratulations to all of you, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Travis, great job as a moderator for the panel. So that's the end of this panel. Please fill out your surveys. We do want your feedback on the benefits of this panel. And then if you are not a member of MVF, please check the box to show that you're interested in becoming a member for the raffle. We are giving away a membership today. And I will say, to follow up on Ned's point, I did the 2-minute forum as a startup company here in St. Louis. I knew no one at MVF. I walked into a room of 150 strangers, and I failed miserably and flubbed and couldn't even get through my presentation because I was so nervous. I'm not a good public speaker. But I was tenacious enough to apply again and got accepted. And at that meeting, I met one person. That one person led to $1.5 million in investment into my company. And it wasn't from him, it was from his network. So what's beautiful about MVF and things like 2-minute forum is it is about meeting people like the people on the stage and just getting 5 minutes of their time. They know more about what's happening in this area, this gentleman back here, and if you can get 5 or 10 minutes with them, you'll learn so much about, there's so much I hear in today's panel I didn't even know about. There's so much going on in this town, and that's what's exciting about this ecosystem. So please, we got a 30-minute break. You guys are going to stick around for 30 minutes in the lobby. Take a few minutes and just interact, pick their brains. If you got an idea, this is the place to be. So thank you for participating in this panel. Make sure to turn your surveys in.